Hi everyone, welcome back for the session. My name is R Gowrishankar, Assistant Professor of English, working at Dr.SNSRCAS College of Arts and Science. So in the previous video, we have discussed about communication and types, and the next we have discussed about the 5 stages of listening and purpose of listening. Today we are going to discuss about barriers for listening. So what are the barriers for listening? So first we have three different things. One is external barrier, internal barrier, and the third is language barrier. So language barrier is nothing but when we don't know our language, or when we are learning a new language, or when we meet a speaker with the other language, it will be difficult for us. That we call as a language barrier, because we will not be able to understand the words, meanings, sentences, etc. So that we call as a language barrier. The internal barrier is nothing but the inner thought of a person while listening a topic. So for example, when we are listening to somebody else, the first thing we feel is our thought, our idea will be, our thinking will be about the problem, something else. If we have a stress is called as an internal barrier. So our mind will be thinking about the problem what we have faced, or problem what we have within us. That is one. Then the anxiety. So the anger what we have about somebody else, or the topic itself may be not be interesting. So these are the few internal barriers for listening. So lack of interest in the topic, even that is a kind of internal barrier. Apart from this, we have few more things. The climate. The climate is also an internal barrier. If there is a change in the climate, our body will be thinking about the body will be moving according to the climate. Even that is a barrier we consider as an internal barrier. Then the external barriers. So the first thing is distraction. Distraction comes through noise. If we hear any sound outside or inside the class, our mind will be distracted towards the sound. So that's why already in the communication we have discussed that non-verbal communication is the one thing which makes us to adopt to a thing deeply. So now like that, a sound can adopt us when you are listening something else. So that we call as a distraction. The second thing, interaction. If there is no any interaction between the listener and speaker, even that will make you to not listen the topic. And the third is tone. When a speaker is speaking to you, if there is no tone variation, then the listener will be stop listening the content. Because if the tone is a flat, means the listener will be feeling tired or feeling sleepy. So the tone variation is much important. What we call as a intonation, that is the pitch of a tone is much important in listening or speak. Then the one more is speaker itself. So when you see a speaker, you will start judging the speaker. So even that will make us to not listen the topic. So always we come up as a pro of them. We never want to judge a book by its cover. Same way, when we start to judge a speaker before he start to speak, we will lose the interest in listening. So that should not be happen. Not only about the speaker, even about the topic. When you come under a topic which has already been learned by you, if you think that you know well about that particular topic, your interest will be moving your way. So always don't try to judge the person or judge the topic. Whenever you are going to listen for a seminar, or you are going to sit in the front of any person when they are speaking, try to think that they are going to give you something, additional point what you are unknown. So that is the purpose of listening. So don't try to think that it has been already known by you, because any additional information can be given by the speaker. That's why we say that don't judge the person before they start to speak. So these are the few external barriers, and those are the internal So these are the values of listening. Thank you all for listening this video very patiently. We will meet in the next session. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you so much.